In today's episode, we will take a look at Kevin Hart's watch collection. Kevin may be known for playing roles in many big comedies, but he is also a passionate watch collector who has impressed watch communities worldwide with his fantastic timepieces. Starting off with his Rolex Daytona collection. It consists of steel, gold, and gem set pieces, as well as modern and vintage ones. Perhaps Hart's most understated Daytona is his steel Rolex 116500. This modern classic is one of the most sought-after watches on the market. This exact Daytona is currently selling on the secondary market for around $39,000. Hart has also been seen wearing the gold Daytona 116528 with black dial and gold subdials. This modern Daytona is sometimes referred to having a Paul Newman dial because of the contrast between the dial and subdial colors. Current value of this exact timepiece is $60,000. When it comes to platinum watches, the Platinum Daytona or Platona stands above the rest. From the brown bezel to the ice blue dial, the watch is unique, yet understated, and people who know watches know what it is. Hart has been seen sporting the Platinum Daytona in addition to all his other ones. This exact timepiece goes for $140,000. One of his vintage Daytonas is the classic 6263 with black dial and bakelite bezel. While not as rare or coveted as the vintage Paul Newman dial Daytonas, is still very popular in vintage collector circles. The watch is currently worth around $100,000. Another vintage Daytona from his collection is also 6263, but this time it's in gold. This piece also sports the bakelite bezel, screw-down chronograph pushers, and a two-color dial. While you don't see modern Daytonas on Jubilee bracelets, some of the older pieces came on them, including Hart's. While there aren't many examples of the gold 6263 currently available for sale, they are going well over $230,000 at the moment. His final Daytona is of the factory gem set variety, and is perhaps his most expensive Rolex. This piece is a favorite among celebrity watch collectors. It makes sense that only the uber-rich have this piece in their collection. This timepiece is currently worth around $520,000. Kevin Hart also has a couple of day dates in his collection. One of his day dates is the 218398 with baguette diamond and ruby indices as diamond bezel. Not many examples of this piece are available for sale, and current value of this exact one is over $100,000. Next up, we have factory set Rolex GMT Master 2 in solid white gold. Absolutely incredible masterpiece made out of solid white gold with full factory set diamonds and black sapphires. Today's value of this watch is also $100,000. Beyond Rolex, Kevin Hart has quite a few Patek Philippes in his collection. In addition to having a platinum Daytona, Kevin Hart has a very rare platinum Nautilus. Not only is this Nautilus platinum, but it has factory set sapphire, baguette indices, and a sapphire set bezel. This watch was produced in 2021 and in very limited quantities. This timepiece is so rare that it is currently selling for around $1,100,000. Hart has been seen wearing at least one aquanaut. One of them is white gold aquanaut travel time. The travel time has a time zone function that, in addition to showing the local time, also displays the local date, a second time zone, and a day-night indicator for both time zones. Because of the rarity of the watch, the Patek Philippe Aquanaut travel time is currently selling for around $690,000. In addition to his Nautiluses and Aquanaut, Hart has a few complications in his Patek Philippe collection, including the Grand Complications Celestial. The watch has a decorated black sapphire crystal dial with a rotating chart of the heavenly bodies, which provides an image of the night sky in the northern hemisphere on any date you set. Current value of this timepiece sits around $385,000. Another Patek Philippe complication Hart has been seen wearing is the perpetual calendar with factory baguette diamonds in the bezel and lugs. The watch's manually wound mechanical movement. This caliber includes day, month, leap year, and day-night indications and apertures, and a date by subdial. This very complicated timepiece retails for $300,000. There is one brand that is clearly Hart's favorite, and that is Audemars Piguet. Hart is consistently photographed in different Royal Oak models. It almost seems like he gets a new timepiece weekly. One of the pieces he's been seen wearing is the now retired Platinum Royal Oak Jumbo, extra thin with smoked green dial. This piece retailed for $97,500, but is currently selling for around $415,000. Kevin has also been seen the white ceramic AP Royal Oak Perpetual Calendar. This perpetual calendar features day, date, month, astronomical moon, and week of the year indications. There is also a leap year indication on AP's famous Grand Tapisserie decorated dial. Current value of this exact watch is over $400,000. Back in February of 2022, Hart attended a Super Bowl party hosted by Michael Rubin, wearing an Audemars Piguet Royal Oak automatic chronograph in black ceramic. This watch was unreleased at the time and features a black ceramic case and bracelet, black Grand Tapisserie dial, and rose gold detailing. Current value of this timepiece is $250,000. If you haven't noticed yet, Kevin Hart is pretty stylish. Due to his vast watch collection, you'll often see him color coordinating his outfit with the timepiece. Here, Kevin is coordinating his AP Royal Oak Flying Tourbillon with purple dial with his purple shirt. This tourbillon watch has a steel case, bracelet, and a plum sunburst tapisserie evolutive pattern dial. This exact timepiece is currently selling for $390,000. In addition to the steel Royal Oak Flying Tourbillon with purple tapisserie evolutive dial, Hart has been seen wearing the titanium Royal Oak Flying Tourbillon with green dial. This watch is basically indistinguishable from the steel Flying Tourbillon, except for the color dial and the case material. This AP Royal Oak Flying Tourbillon is a limited edition of 50 pieces, and it is currently worth over $650,000. AP Royal Oak Tourbillon Extra Thin Openworked in yellow gold is also part of his collection. Introduced in 2016, this piece is still one of the best-looking skeleton dial watches. AP managed to create a watch that was incredibly legible for an openwork dial and not too crowded. This exact timepiece is currently worth around $360,000. Next up, we have a beautiful Royal Oak openwork perpetual calendar. Not only that it has a beautiful open dial for everyone to see, but has the extremely complicated perpetual calendar. A perpetual calendar is a watch that is accurate to the year over decades. The watch itself is currently worth over $250,000. Many notable celebrities have been seen wearing the new blue ceramic Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Perpetual Calendar recently. Kevin Hart was seen wearing this brand new offering almost a year ago. While the price of this perpetual calendar is only available upon request, the secondary market price appears to be around $400,000. For those of you wondering, Kevin Hart indeed does have a few Richard Mille watches in his collection. One such piece is Richard Mille RM1101. The watch was first produced in 2013 and features an automatic flyback chronograph. The rose gold variation of the Richard Mille RM1101 is currently selling for around $300,000. The final Richard Mille and final watch on our list is another rose gold timepiece. This time the Richard Mille RM35 Gold Toro. A limited edition of just 50 pieces, this one was only sold at retail and Richard Mille boutiques. Current value of this exact timepiece sits around $470,000. Even though we didn't mention all of his watches, from what we discussed, we can see that Kevin Hart is a true watch enthusiast. Did you know that Queen owned a $50 million Patek Philippe? Watch our video to find out.